We've all heard about how divided our nation is when it comes to our politics.
This evening, a longtime congressman was in Mason City to put it all into perspective. KIMT News 3's Nick Kruszelnicki is live in Mason City with what he had to say. Nick?
Katie and George, Congressman Jim Leach served in the U.S. House representing Iowa for 30 years. Tonight he held a seminar at NIAC comparing current events to historical happenings from years ago.
I am optimistic in where we're headed. Not where we are today, but where we can head. Because the American people are saying they want more civility.
Former Congressman Jim Leach had a long and distinguished career in the House of Representatives. The moderate Republican was known for working with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. In tonight's talk, he compares today's political climate to a couple of critical times in U.S. history.
The 2 points that they're most similar to are the 1850s and the 1930s, where we had a country that was badly hit by recession, in fact depression, and many Americans became quite leftist and many became quite rightist.
Congressman Leach also gave advice to voters who might be a little baffled when it comes time to cast their ballots.
When you look at political races, try to ascertain whether one of the candidates or both the candidates are trying to emphasize the positive, or whether one or both candidates are being very negative.
Retired teacher Mike Downey from Charles City came to NIAC to catch Congressman Leach's seminar.
He was our representative, so I knew him back then. He was very highly respected. He's a decent man who did a lot of good.
As for the divisive political state today,
part of it comes from a lot of decisions that came out of the Supreme Court in the 70s. Those things divided the country. And since that time, people have been on polar opposites.
I also asked Congressman Leach about what he thinks about the role of technology in today's political divisions. He thinks the benefits of instant access to information far outweigh the negative effects. Live in Mason City, Nick Kruszelnicki, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Nick. These days, Congressman Leach is a visiting law professor for the University of Iowa. The Minnesota Governor's Pheasant Hunting Opener kicks off in just a matter of hours.
Just ahead, how KIMT News 3 is prepared to be your hub for all the big stories in Austin. Chris?
And get ready for the cold air. It's moving in as I'm